Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. To all my old and new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for always tuning in, and if you are new and first time to my channel, please do not leave without clicking on the subscribe button down below, and do click on the notification bell because it will notify you of any time I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my experience with fibroids. Yes, I am sure most of you know what fibroid is. Well, for those who don't know what a fibroid is, I'm just going to break it down as possible as I can to my best of knowledge. So guys, fibroids are those non-cancerous tumors that usually goes in the uterus. It is estimated that 20 to 50% of females within the age of reproduction always has fibroid. Well, this is not a known fact, it's just some few research I did when I had mine. They usually vary in sizes. Some could be big or small, and sometimes they usually grow from that small size and become huge. Well, like I said, they are non-cancerous, but at the same time, it can affect a woman's womb. It can render a woman infertile. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but that is from the research I did and from what I was taught and from my own experience, because yes, I had fibroid and I did my surgery. I got it removed. So that is what I am here to discuss with you guys today. So how can fibroids be treated? Well, I mostly know of two ways, which I did one of them. The first way fibroid can be treated, it is when maybe your fibroid is in a very serious stage and it needs for your womb to be removed with the fibroid. And this usually causes a woman not to be able to bear children again. Normally, I heard fibroid do happens within the ages of 30 and thereabouts, but I think I had mine before 30 because I detected mine when I was almost 30 anyway. So it invariably means that I had mine before 30. I only detected it when I was pregnant. If I wasn't pregnant and I didn't go for a scan and all, I wouldn't have known that I had fibroid. So like I said, the first way to remove fibroids from the womb is through a surgical procedure whereby the whole uterus is being removed, and that is really kind of dangerous, especially if you are that type who still wants to bear children in the future. And the second one is just a normal conservative method called the myotomy or something. This process, the womb isn't touched. There is a way they remove it whereby your womb won't be affected in case you want to have children in the future. And that was the procedure I did in my own case. So now let's talk about my experience and how I found that I had fibroids. So this is what happened. So it happened that when I got pregnant three and a half years ago with my son, I went for my first scan, the first scan ever, to check what was going on in my womb, to check on my baby. So that was when it was discovered that I had fibroid. By then, I've always heard about fibroid, but I didn't really know what it was all about. And I was kind of shocked. And I was saying, how? That was just the question. How did I get this? How did it happen? So like I was saying, I had this first scan back in Nigeria because I was in Nigeria when I found out I was pregnant and I did the scan. So when I came back over here, I gave my doctor the report. He saw everything and said, yes, it is confirmed I have myoma, which is also called fibroid, but just one, and it is not that large. So let's hope it won't grow more. But meanwhile, since I was pregnant, I was being monitored and given some medications to curb it. Well, it went on like that. It didn't really disturb me much, just that it was taking some space from where my baby was supposed to grow. But with time, we discovered that after 5 to 6 months, the fibroid grew. From 1, it went to 3. Though the other 2 were very tiny, but still it was growing and I was a bit worried. And some other people said I was kind of lucky that it has been confirmed that most women with fibroids, they find it difficult to conceive. That in my own case I was kind of lucky. So that was how I was being monitored. And because my doctors didn't want any complication or anything, I was scheduled for a CS. Yes, because of the fibroid I had, I was scheduled to have a CS. So I didn't have any choice. Well, my pregnancy wasn't that bad. It was smooth. Just once in a while I would feel pain due to the fibroid. So once in a while I have these abdominal pains, and I think it was from the fibroid. Aside that, my pregnancy really went well. So it happened that I went into labor like 6-7 days before the due date that was given to me, that I was supposed to have my CS. And I got to the theater. They were observing me. They were thinking if to prepare me for the CS or not. But deep inside me, I wanted to give birth normally. It's not as if giving birth by CS is the worst case, but I just felt I could do it. So within 3 hours or so of labor, I gave birth to my son without the CS, and it went smoothly. Though before that time, when I called my mom was a bit worried. She told me that in most cases she have heard that some women, while giving birth, they usually push out this tumor, this fibroid too. That in my own case, maybe it might happen like that, but it didn't happen like that. The fibroid remained bam right there. So after I had my baby, I was advised again by my doctor never to try to conceive without getting that fibroid removed. That on no condition should I try to conceive again. And I said, okay, that is fine with me. I was kind of scared of doing the surgery because I've never done a surgery in my life before, and I was scared and all that. So because of that fear, I was just nonchalant about the fibroid. The only problem I was not having is longer periods. I used to have 3 to at least 4 days of period length, but this time with the fibroid, that is after giving birth, I began to experience heavy flow, some kind of menstrual pain at the beginning. I was this type that never had menstrual pain all this while, yes, but after my discovery that I had fibroid, and that was after giving birth, this pain started. I usually have menstrual pain, heavy flows, and this time they last for up to 5, sometimes even 6 days. I wasn't really happy about it. Each day I was thinking of trying to remove this, but the fear of going under the knife and all that was still keeping me. I was still holding back. After 1 year of my baby, I remember my mom called me one day, asked me, what are you going to do about this thing? Your son is growing, it's time to have another baby. You know now, you know how mothers are. Even my mom Elon wanted a second baby, but I wasn't for that at all. I just wanted to relax. I wasn't ready for any surgery and all that. But somehow I was still feeling pain, and I said to myself when my son was almost 2.5 years old, and said, why not to move this in? After all, when I went back to check, it still has 3 there, and the other 2 that were very tiny, they've grown a bit. So keeping it means I'm allowing this thing to grow more. So just make a decision and get this thing removed. So that was when I made my decision. About September, October last year, 2017. So I was booked and given an appointment. So January 2018, January 12 to be precise, I went into surgery. Guys, I was really scared. The doctor was really nice. He could speak English, so he communicated with me, comforted me, told me everything I was going to expect, that I'm not going to feel any pain, that they are going to give me anesthetics that will put me to sleep, that I won't even know what happened. And guys, after I woke up from that surgery, that was when I thought about life. And I said, so is this how people really die? I didn't know when I went out. And when it got to the time for them to wake me up, I think 1 hour later after the surgery, I was just hearing my name from a distance. Annabelle, Annabelle. That was how I opened my eyes slowly. And everywhere was blurry. I was like, oh, is it done? And they said yes. So I was taken to my ward. I stayed in the hospital for like 6 days. Guys, it was the first time of being without my son in the 2.5 years I have given birth to him, and it wasn't easy on me. Even though I was in pains, I was always asking of my son. During that time, the first 2 days were really difficult for me. I couldn't move, I couldn't stand, nothing. So from the 3rd day, the doctors advised that I start moving around with the hospital stand and all that, so I can get used to it. But I really wanted to see my baby. Guys, do you know what happened? I requested for my baby, so my husband couldn't take my complaint anymore. I want to see my child, I want to see my child. So they decided to bring my child to me 3 days after my surgery. The very day I was really excited. Even the little works I was told to take, I did more than little, because I wanted to really see my child. I wanted to be strong when my child comes, and I overworked myself that afternoon. In the evening, when my child came, immediately my child got out of the elevator and saw me. He rushed towards me, and I forgot that I was told not to lift him because I was still in pain. But out of the excitement, I lifted my child, which wasn't good for my stitches, but I was okay. I didn't feel anything. Then 30 minutes later, I was told it's time to go back to your ward to relax. I stood up. My mother-in-law was there, my sister-in-law, my husband, and my baby. I stood up. I wanted to go in. My sister-in-law came to hold me, to walk me back to my ward. Before we all know what was happening, I collapsed, and my sister-in-law screamed. My husband rushed towards me. I didn't know. For the next 2 minutes, I didn't know where I was. I fainted from what I heard when I woke up. And when I opened my eyes, I saw like 4 or 5 doctors surrounding me on the ground. I was on the ground. And guys, you won't believe it. I peed on myself. And that was the only thing I was telling the doctors. I peed. And they were consoling me. It's okay. It was maybe from shock and all that. Yes, I passed out. Maybe due to exhaustion, because I exhausted myself too much in the afternoon or something. So guys, that was how I was taken back to the ward, and you guys will not imagine the amount of needles that went through me, taking of blood tests, this test, to be sure I was okay. And I hate needles. I would prefer to take medications more than needles. Gosh, my whole body, I was poked so hard just to be sure I was okay. After everything, I was confirmed okay. I stayed in the hospital for just 6 days, and I was discharged and told not to lift anything heavy. Even my own son, I shouldn't carry him, so that my stitches can heal on time. And so guys, that was my experience with fibroid. I know this seems like a very long story, but I just wanted to give you guys some info. And for those who are passing through it, it is not so dreadful or so bad like some people make it look. Yes, it is not something someone is happy about having, but it is not so bad. I didn't really experience much problem during my own time, and yes, I am free from fibroid now. It has been removed, and the surgery went so well, and it's been almost 7 months now. And I know a lot of people have been waiting to see when will she get pregnant, when will she start thinking of another baby. Don't worry guys, calm down. I believe very soon. So guys, like for those who doesn't know what a fibroid, the tumor looks like, I don't want to put such picture here. Maybe it might not be appealing to some people. You can just Google it and see how the tumor looks like. So guys, that is my story with fibroid. So for now, I am free from fibroid, and I am really happy about it. My menstrual cycle has become normal again, and I don't feel any abdominal pain anymore. But once in a while, the stitch from the surgery does itch me, and a bit painful, but it will finally heal. It's just like having a CS, the way the fibroid surgery is being done. So nothing really to be scared of for those who are yet to do their own operation or who are going through it. It's not such a big deal, except yours has really grown so much and you do have a lot. Even at that, with the right, should I call it, physicians or doctors, it can be done perfectly without your womb being tempered with. So guys, that is my story. I do hope you find this video helpful, and please, if you do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you. Bye.